This opening can help you reach 1500. You always play the king pawn. Opponent copies. You get the pony out to attack the center pawn. He does the same thing to defend it. I see you. You get the juicer out, or you play a random move. You're bored of that. So do this. Looks so strange. They say do not move your pawns like that. Also, this square covers the knight. Looks bad. But every dummy in your town will get the juicer out. You can punish him immediately by pushing the d pawn, attacking the bishop and the pawn. Takes, you kick away the bishop. Check, no problem. You develop and block out the check. And just like that, you have the crazy center. After a normal developing move, you simply push the pawn to kick away the knight. And look at this position. You got the center. You got all the pieces out. You're ready to castle and win. Black is not comfortable at all. If he thinks, okay, let me push the pawn and get the last piece out, it's game over. Loose juicers are dead. Double attack and you win the bishop. So after d4, takes. Let's say he does not give a check, but goes back. Does it change anything? No. You do the same plan. Get the other pony out. And after he gets the other pony out, what did you do? Push the pawn to kick away the pony. Last time you got the center, this time you got the center. But look at this dumb pony. What is he doing? Nothing. Push it, kick away in the corner, chop it out. Look at this. Good center, everything developed. Sad structure, sad king. What more do you need? Okay, so after c3, bishop here was a normal looking move, but what if he does something else? Like hop in the pony to f6. Seems natural. I develop, I attack the center pawn. Now, don't be a chicken and move this or something to save the pawn. Be a man. Push it. Get the d out. Sacrifice the center pawn. The idea is to get d5, kick away the knight, and then take back the pawn. And you'd be surprised to know a move like pawn to d6 to kick away the knight is game over. Obviously, going back is not the way. The way is to counterattack. Check out the king. If he blocks with the bishop, you can simply take. Nobody can take it. Got to take with the queen. You win the queen. You win the game. So the only piece that can block is the pawn. Now simply take the pawn. Wait, is the knight not hanging? Yes, he is. But if the pony dies, you continue with the disco check. The bishop checks out the king. Block the check. What is going on? Take the rook? No. First, take the bishop with a check. And then take the rook, make a queen. And this way, you get the rook, you get the knight, you get the queen, you get everything. After the disco check, black can try to block with the knight, but does not change much. You can simply take. Block with the bishop, same idea. You take the bishop out, he takes, you make a new queen, win the game. And not blocking and moving the king does not change anything. Again, you can take the queen, trade it off, and always you get a new queen. Okay, let's say black does not get greedy and simply takes the pawn. You can take back. If he takes, you take back. The juicer is crazy. He attacks the rook, the king, and the knight. After black blocks it, do not take the rook. You lose the juicer. Let the juicer live and your piece up. If he does not take the knight but tries to be tricky, saying I'll move the queen here, attack the juicer and the knight, you are in trouble. Do not fear. Simply get the knight back. The pony defends the juicer and again your piece up. Okay, one last try. I did not take the knight. I did not take the pawn, but I go for the counter attack. I attack your juicer. What are you gonna do? Sacrifice it all. Wait. Free bishop? No, the teeny tiny pawn is there. New queen. Okay, one more try. I don't touch the juicer, but I set up my evil plan. That is to move the king. I know, you are the dummy. You greedy dummy. You're gonna take the rook and make a queen. And this is how I'm gonna make you cry. So, do not make the queen. Slow and steady wins the race. First, take the pawn. Give a check. Move the king. Again, don't take this rook. Queen takes pawn is a mate. But take the rook. Wait. Last time I took the rook, I made a queen, I got mated. What are you saying? I'm saying take the rook. I never said mate the queen. Make the knight. This is why knight is better than the queen. The knight checks out the king and wins the queen. What if after d4 he does not take the pawn, or does something else, like take this one? Whenever you get a chance, push the pawn, kick away the knight. Knight moves away. Now you can simply get the queen here, attack the knight and take back the pawn. This way again you have the good center, queen is looking good on f7, you're ready to develop the knight, bishop and castle. Instead of queen here, you can also get bishop here, same idea. Attack the knight with a free tempo. Knight moves away, you can come back. You're never afraid of this. You can simply take back. Look at the development. All your juices are out. You castle and you attack. Wait, what if after push, he goes for the cheeky queen here, trying to pin the pawn to the king? Don't fear. Just take back, protect the pawn. Again, push and counter attack? Well, he is the attacker, remove the attacker. You use the juicer to pin the knight to the king. This position is also completely fine. What if my opponent is a chicken and after c3 he plays a passive looking move like pawn here? Well, then you chase out the chicken, take the center. Knight f6, another trap. That is to push the pawn. What is the trap? Looks like a free pawn. Well, you fell for it. Nothing is free in life. You push, kick away the knight and double attack. Queen attacks the king and wins the pony. So, is c3 the ultimate opening? No. The best way for black is to go d5, attack the center, and you continue by bringing the queen out, pinning the knight, trying to win this. Pawn takes pawn, you take, put pressure on this dummy, defend the pawn, now simply remove the bishop, simply take the pawn, and you're pawn up. Now all you need to do is get d, put the queen on f3, get the bishop out, castle, you're pawn up, you got the bishop here, happiness is yours. Wait, you said d5 was the way and you just gave me the pawn. Well, he still needs to be careful. After the tricky queen here, he should not take the pawn but play the strange move. Pawn to f6, simply saving the pawn. You continue by applying pressure on the dummy, knight here to save it, you take the pawn, he takes, you go d4 and the game goes on.